Previously on Monkey Island!
Steel your courage, boy, now, before you gaze upon the terrible, horrible face of Skull Island.
That's a duck.
So no matter what, we're gonna have a weak hand. However...
5 of a kind. Right there. Not even you guys can beat 5 of a kind.
The question remains, however, whether or not you can beat a bear.
A pair?
A pair of murderous smugglers.
Now, gentlemen.
Must not be too hasty.
There's a delivery man out here with a package.
You idiots! You blew out the lights!
And now it's time to beat a pair.
I got the diamond.
Not for long, you little...
Oh!
Hit him, not me, you cretin!
Who are you calling a fool?
There he goes! Get him!
Got what I needed from the smugglers.
Woo!
Good. Let us leave this place of evil.
There's just one thing I need to do first.
Really? What's that?
Who's there? Oh, it's just you. Wait, what are you doing? Help!
Oh my
Help!
god! What the heck? He killed someone!
On the rest of your adventures, Guybrush.
What? You can't mean...
I'm afraid so. This work is too dangerous for me. I'm going to find a more stable, secure line of work. I hear there's still an opening for a chef on Scab Island.
Well, you'll be sorely missed.
I know, but my destiny lies out there, somewhere, beyond the rolling waves.
Farewell, good friend Welshman.
Where'd you say Scab Island was again?
East by northeast. You can't miss it.
Oh, thanks a bunch.
Ah, whoops. I forgot to tell him that a magnetized pin will only have compass-like properties for a short time.
Uh-oh. Welp. Great. But we have the diamond, and we still have a lot of money. So,
It's a massive diamond engagement ring.
we have the diamond, and we have the ring. We got the ring.
We gotta find Elaine.
Bless him. Did he just straight up murder someone? Let's not talk about it. Let's go.
I mean, if someone let you fall 3 fucking times, no, 4 fucking times, I think I'd kill him too.
Another group of recruits for my army of the undead. Now, how goes the search for my bride-to-be? Where's Dingy Dog?
I found him! I found him! Yep. Oh golly, oh gosh. Yep, that's right.
Where?
They're on Blood Island, sir.
Hit them.
Wow, Ganondorf looks weird.
But that's not Zelda?
That's not Zelda? What? I feel like this
Is that a Chewbacca?
Bobby's like, I feel like this is something we should talk about. Nah, we're good. Okay.
No, we're good. Just listen. Do you play Grand Theft Auto 4?
No.
I'm talking to Bobby.
Oh. But also, no, I don't. Oh, Wisp, what are you doing under there?
Okay.
Bobby says yeah.
Did you talk about the crimes that you committed in Grand Theft Auto 4?
Alright, let's take off this ring.
That ring is really stuck on her finger.
I wonder what Ganon's up to.
I wonder what Ganon's up to. Apparently hunting us. Okay. So, we've gotten the huge uncursed diamond ring that we need, but the ring is stuck on Elaine's finger.
Because she's making a fist.
No, on the other finger. It's the fist is over here. This is where the finger is. So,
Okay.
greasy, slippery hand lotion. That's why we need it from Haggis.
Let's see if this slippery, greasy lotion does the trick. That should do it.
Bobby says the only crime he committed with GTA was prostitutes. So many prostitutes.
Alright, we don't need to talk about that. Alright.
Looks like he and Dismas have a lot in common.
Oh. He and Dismas have so much in common. Don't. Dismas, rest in peace, friend. So now we've put the hand lotion on Elaine, so...
The cursed ring exploded.
Ah!
Alright, so I'm gonna save real quick, because
For those of you who don't know, Dismas is a character from Deepest Darkest Dungeon, and he had a problem with prostitutes as well.
Yeah,
In fact, he was banned from the brothel.
Yeah, he would go to the brothel very often, and they wouldn't allow him in the brothel anymore because he had very strange tastes. It was a problem, but it's okay. This was...
They didn't go into detail on what these strange tastes were.
No, they did not, which is great.
But he was in the depths of debauchery.
Yeah, he was. Oh, Dismas. Alright. Moment of truth.
Elaine, are you alright?
Guybrush? Where are we?
You're okay. We're on Blood Island. LeChuck's ring had a terrible curse on it, but I put everything right. You're safe and everything's gonna be fine. Just fine.
Never say that.
Kiss of the Spider Monkey, Part 5.
Just imagining, like, someone, like,
That be well
jauntily
spoken,
walking.
but save your breath, lass. You'll be needing it for when you scream.
Do,
I
do,
do.
do, do.
Where are we?
Don't you be remembering this place, Freewood?
It's
'Twas
been
not long ago when I trapped ye here to suffer tortures most foul.
Wait, I can remember. I've seen this place before. It's some terrible nightmare.
'Twas no mere nightmare, Guybrush. Search your feelings. You know it to be true.
Oh no.
Darth Vader.
It can't be. But it is. This is the Carnival of the Damned.
Aye, the Carnival of the Damned.
You fiend, why have you brought us here?
I thought he
Be
said
two
something
reasons, you
defect.
pathetic privateer.
Lol.
I be intending to torture and kill ye. And I'll be giving Elaine a treasure.
You're wasting your time, LeChuck. Elaine's love can't be bought.
Ah, but this be a very special treasure. This be the fabled treasure of Big Whoop.
Big what?
Aye, the very pirate treasure you were searching for before I caught up with ye.
Six Flags went downhill.
There's something so special. What's so special about the treasure of Big Whoop? Please don't kill me. Elaine will never love you. She loves me. You know what, guys? I think I'm done with this game.
How are you? No, you're not.
Yeah, I'm done. How do I do it? How do I do it? Oh, there's a way to do it! Oh, what is it? Oh man, hold on. I need to figure out what the command is again, but it's something really funny.
Till then,
We'll continue.
send you-
We'll continue the dialogue, but until then, just give me a second.
okay.
A hot minute.
All right. We're
What's so
giving
special
her.
about the treasure of Big Whoop? Isn't
minute.
it just like any other pirate treasure?
I see. Ye do not yet know the dreadful power that be Big Whoop.
I guess not.
Quake in fear, Threepwood, when I tell thee that Big Whoop be a damned portal to a demon netherworld.
Okay.
the treasures of Big Whoop be the very gates of hell themselves.
Oh no!
Yipe. But how will Big Whoop make Elaine love you?
Elaine shall pass through the hoary gates of Big Whoop, just as I once did. Down to the inky blackness
I
of
feel
the
like you could just
infernal
climb out of
nether
that. I mean,
regions.
yeah.
See, Big Whoop gives those who pass through it
I mean,
the
it's-
greatest gift of all, immortality.
But at what cost?
Cost? Granted, people may find
The
me a bit
horny gates?
unapproachable
No,
now,
hoary gates.
and the smell does take a
Whores.
while to get used to.
They're
But
whores
it'd be
in
worth
Big Whoop.
everything now that I have the power to make Elaine love me.
But if you kill Elaine, won't she hate you even more?
Aye, at first. But soon she'll be understanding what a grand gift eternal life be. And besides, the dating pool be surprisingly small when you're the living dead. She'll just have to give me another chance.
This whole amusement park, why?
The Big Whoop Carnival was my most brilliant idea. Once I had the power of Big Whoop at my command, I could make Elaine mine at last.
I see. But again, why an amusement park?
I'll be getting to that. I knew Elaine would need a little coaxing, and that I'd be needing an army. A horrible army of the undead.
Okay, but why an amusement park?
Are you going to let me finish? I'm not talking just to hear myself talk, you know.
You're right. I've been rude. Please, go on.
Everyone knows that the life of a seaman is a long, hard, lonely one. Sailors spend months longing for just a few days' leave. And you know what they're looking for as soon as they get into port. A family-oriented fun park.
Oh, that. Of course.
They come to take a ride on the giant roller coaster, the Great Monkey Mountain. They reach the top of the highest peak, and then hands in the air, screaming like monkeys. They plunge down the slope into a great stream of lava.
That doesn't sound the least bit fun.
Aye, it's not. In fact, it's downright unpleasant. But when they reach the other side, they're fitting warriors for my skeletal army of the damned.
The what gates? The horny gates? I heard something completely different. Bobby, no.
How did you find Big Whoop?
That'd be a long story. Are you sure you want to hear it?
Does the torture start after we're done talking here?
Aye.
Go on then.
Back when I were alive, Elaine despised me.
No.
No, it's true. I can see that now. She didn't like me at all. But I were determined to prove me worth to her, you see. So, I set sail to find the legendary secret of Monkey Island.
Been there, done that.
Well, I did it first, you nefarious nudibranch. A few days after setting sail, my ship was caught in a terrible typhoon and was torn apart.
Yeah, I
would
love the
drowned,
monkey in this
but
building.
some friendly sharks found me and set me ashore on Blood Island. There I was, marooned, with no hope of winning Elaine's heart. I thought my luck had run out. But one day, a ship made port at Blood Island. 'Twas the ship of one Captain Marley, Elaine's own grandfather. I struck up a conversation with Rum Rogers Sr., first mate on the ship. And for the price of a few drinks, I learned that they had the map to the legendary treasure of Big Whoop. Although I had no ship and no money.
Hold on.
Does this go on for much longer? Can I sit down? Both my legs are starting to, are going to sleep. You know, you can make a fortune as a sleeping aid. I'm sorry, were you saying something? Does anyone have a suggestion of what we should say?
Yeah, chat, what should we say?
Yes, chat. Tell us what we should say.
Bobby? Dee Dee? Flip? Bean?
Anyone? What should we say? What should we tell LeChuck? Do. Can I sit down? Alright, that's the first one I saw, so we're gonna do it.
Can I sit down? Both my legs are going to sleep.
Although I had no ship and no money, I planned to beat Marley's crew to the treasure and take it for myself. I didn't have the money to buy a new ship, but I still had my greatest asset.
The ability to kill bugs by just breathing, your resemblance to a moray eel, that your presence makes dumb people seem much smarter, your immunity to soap.
Which one should it be?
Chat, please tell us. The first one. Dee Dee, you're leading this conversation.
The ability to kill bugs just by breathing?
But I still had my greatest asset. That indefinable LeChuck charm. One of the rich young debutantes on Blood Island was helpless against it. After a week with me, she would have followed me to the grave. Unfortunately for her, she didn't get the chance. I pried the diamond from her family's engagement ring and sold it to some cutthroat smugglers for the cost of a new ship.
You scum, you scoundrel, you ruffian, you cad, you big old bedwetting duty head. Alright, LeChuck! Was she hot? Did you kiss her? I'm gonna go with this one.
Alright, LeChuck! Was she hot? Did you kiss her?
Well,
Oh, come on. You can tell me.
I don't want to be talking about that. It'd be personal. And besides, dead men tell no tales.
Oh,
Except for
I
the one
was
that you're
waiting
saying.
for that one.
With me new ship, I easily overtook Marley's crew and beat them to Big Whoop, which just so happened to be here on Monkey Island.
I'm still confused about the carnival. What happened to Captain Marley and his crew? What is the secret of Monkey Island? Please don't kill me. Elaine will never love you. She loves me. I've heard enough of your evil stories. Let's get this over with.
Please don't kill me.
Why shouldn't I?
If you kill me, you'll crush the hopes of children all over the world. I'm a hero to millions.
It doesn't matter. All that matters is that Elaine and I are together. And you are out of the picture for good.
Pretty please don't kill me.
Why shouldn't I?
If you kill me, you'll be in really big trouble.
I'm one of the walking dead. Formed not of flesh and blood, but of fire and brimstone. How could I be in any more trouble?
Yeah, well... Pretty please don't kill me.
Why shouldn't I?
If you kill me, there'll be no more Monkey Island sequels. No sequels means no work for you. You'll become just another has-been that nobody's heard of.
Oh, that could never happen to me. I'm LeChuck.
Do you know the name Bobbin Threadbare?
No.
Exactly.
Does anyone know Bobbin Threadbare?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Bobbin Threadbare is the main protagonist of the game Loon, and although it did well, it didn't sell enough to warrant any sequels. You should check out the game if you want, as it is part of Lucasfilm Games.
Excuse me?
Pretty please don't
Anyone
kill me.
know?
Why shouldn't I?
If you kill me, you'll ruin our reputation for making family-oriented games. We'll be scorned by parent watchdog groups everywhere.
What'll you threaten me with next? Some ludicrous Senate subcommittee investigating violence in the media? Well, I'm shaking in me boots now.
What is the secret of Monkey Island?
The secret of Monkey Island. I could tell you, but I'd rather make you guess.
That Rosebud is the sled, that the guy's girlfriend is really a man, that they have to shoot the dog at the end, that there's that it's made from people, that the girl is her daughter and her sister, that a sequel can never be as good as the original. basically a whole lot of twists from movies.
That a sequel can never be as good as the original?
Lies! Filthy, dirty lies! No, it goes much deeper than that. It's an ancient secret, closely guarded by the natives and pirates who happen to...
You don't even know the secret of Monkey Island, do you?
No, not really.
All right then.
Is that a monkey in the background? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
What happened to Captain Marley and his crew?
Their ship arrived at Monkey Island a half hour after mine. But they were too late to stop me from claiming me prize. And they watched me pass through the portal of Big Whoop. Craven cowards that they were, the power of what they saw overwhelmed them. They fled the island in terror. Marley tore his treasure.
We have to hydrate.
Into 4 pieces and
I do have to hydrate. I don't actually have any water on me anymore. I need to go get that.
First mate,
Hold on a second. Let me go
the
get
cook,
some water.
and young Lindy, the cabin boy. Marley gave each a piece of the map, keeping one for himself. They promised to guard those map pieces with their lives. I saw to it that they kept their promise. They were the only people alive to know about Big Whoop.
What happened to Rum Rogers Sr.?
He was taking a bath in his cabin near Fat Island, drinking rum and eating toast, as he always did while bathing, when the toaster mysteriously fell into the tub with him.
Shocking.
His son inherited the map piece, but was too much of a drunkard to understand its importance.
So that's why he was in a bathtub. Got it.
What happened to Rapscallion, the cook?
Rapscallion died in a flash fire in his weenie hut on Scab Island.
That's right. I brought him back to life with a voodoo spell. I remember it so vividly.
Yep. That's what it is.
Guybrush.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was miles away. What were you saying?
I knew about Rap's absent-minded tendency to leave his gas burners on. So I arranged for a fully lit cake to be delivered to him on his 35th birthday.
Oof.
You can hear the explosion as far as Booty Island.
That's horrible.
Steamin' weenie indeed.
Oof.
What became of young Lindy, the cabin boy?
Fearing for his life, he came to me and begged for mercy. In return for not revealing the location of Big Whoop, I let him live. As a sign of me gratitude, I gave him a fortune, which he used to build a successful advertising firm.
Oh, okay.
Once he had grown accustomed to his wealthy lifestyle, I returned to collect me debt. I delivered to him an account so demonically ill-conceived that it was doomed to fail.
Oh.
Gangrene and honey. Within a month, he was penniless and insane, a broken man. He sold everything he owned and got so desperate, he fell in with a traveling circus. He was killed when he was shot from a cannon without a helmet.
Ooh.
No one could be that desperate. What fate befell Captain Marley?
I ambushed him while he was racing in the America's Cup.
He just killed
I
a lot
boarded
of
his ship
people.
and
Oh,
decided
yeah.
to let him determine his own fate. He could grant me his blessing to have his granddaughter's hand in marriage, or he could suffer a death more horrible than any of his crewmates.
Well, what'd he say?
Actually, he said quite a few things. Oh, the pain. Stop it, you're killing me. Some other things, I forget them all. I left him for dead and sent his ship into a whirlpool not even the most accomplished captain could escape.
You're unbelievably ghastly and wretched.
Oh, thanks.
So basically, he just admitted to killing Elaine's grandfather right in front of Elaine, and he's hoping that that will absolutely get her to marry him. It's funny, actually, the concept art for this part of the story is very different from what they actually decided to come out with. They were gonna have Elaine and LeChuck about to get on one of the rides, and Elaine literally pushes him into a car, pushes LeChuck into a car of the ride with her foot, take out a sword, and start mowing down skeletal pirates. They wanted her to make her a badass. That's why I love Elaine.
Yeah.
Elaine is a badass. I love, especially this version of Elaine. This version of Elaine is so cool. I love her. Anyway.
Elaine will never marry you. She loves me.
She does not. She loves me.
Nuh-uh, she loves me.
Does not.
Anyway, Elaine really loves me.
Does not.
Does 2 love me?
Does not.
Does 2 infinity?
Does... Curse you and your diabolical debate skills.
I'm still confused about the carnival.
Then ask me. As designer and founder, I can answer all your questions.
How did you build an amusement park on a deserted island? What kind of attractions do you have? How do you power all the rides? What is the future of Big Whoop theme parks? I thought the treasure of Big Whoop was on Dinky Island. Who told you this was a good idea? You're insane. Mocha, what should we say?
How'd you build an amusement park on a deserted island?
How did you build an amusement park on a deserted island?
The process begins with a winning design team. I scoured the Caribbean, looking for the best and brightest artists, engineers, and creative people. After a lengthy period of intensive recruitment, intimidation, and murder, I had my team at work, slashing and burning acres of old-growth timberland on Monkey and Dinky Islands.
That must have been back-breaking work.
Aye, that it was. Fortunately, hundreds of men were lost to malaria, wild animals, or construction accidents.
Yeah, this guy thrives on murder. He's not a good person. Like, Guybrush himself is not a good person, but at least he's not a murderer.
What the hell? I mean, except for that one guy.
I mean, we don't talk about that one guy now.
What kind of attractions do you have?
Here at Big Whoop, we pride ourselves on the variety and authenticity of our attractions. We be using a magical blend of art, technology, and indentured servitude that we like to call Dynamo Monk Electrics. Frighteningly realistic skins and other body parts are attached to a framework of gears, servos, and pulleys. All constructed from a remarkably lightweight composite material.
We don't talk about that other guy, Dee.
How do you
We have
power
no
all the
idea
rides?
what you're talking about.
That'd
Nope.
be a good question. As you may already know, the power of Big Whoop be derived from its position as an infernal nexus, binding our world with the unholy manifestation of evil itself.
Well, of course.
But like all fuel sources, it can't be lasting forever. That's why it be our job to conserve its demonic power wherever possible and look to alternative power sources.
Dee, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeeted who? I don't know, man. Solar, wind, hydroelectric, fossil fuels, nuclear.
Fossil fuels?
No, we tap our greatest natural resource, monkeys.
What?
My word.
Hordes of ruthlessly trained monkeys are hidden away deep within the bowels of the park, bound to immense machines of destruction and family entertainment.
That's so inhumane.
Ooh, I'm glad you noticed. It be the little touches that make the difference.
Mark my words, LeChuck. When I finally defeat you, I'll be sure to set them all free.
Yeah.
what's in the future for Big Whoop theme parks?
The future is ripe with a world of possibilities. I see an entire network of theme parks throughout the world. Each will be unique and incorporate the cultures and customs of its specific area. But all will hold true to the same vision of the original park. The random, wholesale slaughter of the thousands of patrons who walk through our gates.
Great. So no matter what, just murder. More murder.
I thought the treasure of Big Whoop was on Dinky Island.
Dinky Island be an atoll just off the coast of Monkey Island. But they'd be connected by a maze of mysterious tunnels that run under the very ocean floor. So although you dug for treasure on Dinky, when you found me Carnival, you were on Monkey Island.
Very tidy explanation.
Aye.
I've heard quite enough about your disgusting theme park.
But there be so many more horrible things I'd be wanting to tell you.
I'm not listening to you anymore. See, I'm ignoring you.
You'd better listen.
I'm not listening. I'm not listening. La 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 la. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Did somebody say something? I didn't hear anything. What should we say? What should we say?
Chat should choose.
Chat, how are we going to annoy LeChuck? What should we tell him? What should we say? The second or last? Okay. La 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 la, or somebody say something, I didn't hear anything. Okay. I usually like to go with this one.
La 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 la, I can't hear you. La 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 la.
Very well, Threepwood. If you're going to act like a child, I'll help you get in the mood. I think you deserve a timeout, young man.
Uh-oh.